Hey, what's up, dude?
What's up, man?
What are you all dressed up for?
Oh, man, I gotta go to court. The social worker says I have to do it every 6 months or so, but she doesn't always let me know ahead of time.
Go to the judge and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but my lawyer's supposed to be there, but I don't understand what's going on. I mean, nobody's called me or anything.
In foster care, the court will appoint you an attorney called guardian ad litem, or GAL. It's the guardian ad litem's job to meet with you before court, talk to people who know you, and form an opinion about what he or she thinks is best for you. They then relay that opinion to everyone involved in your case, including you and the judge. If you disagree with the opinion of the guardian ad litem, you should definitely talk to them and explain why you disagree with their opinion. The guardian ad litem does not have to change what he or she asks the judge to do, but they will take your thoughts into account. Even if they don't agree, they do have to tell the judge what you want. And the only way the judge is going to find out what you're thinking is if you talk to your guardian ad litem. If you're 12 years old or older, you also have the right to receive written notices telling you the date and time of your court hearings. If you want to go to your hearing, just make sure you let your foster parent or social worker know.
How long you got to do this whole thing? Like, go to court and have a lawyer?
Probably tell I'm adopted or turn 18. I can tell you one thing. As soon as I turn 18, I'm out of this foster care system. I mean, my social worker wants me to stay there until I'm 21, but she's crazy to think, she thinks that if I'm put up with this crap anymore.
But won't you lose like a bunch of things when you leave the foster care system? Like, what about health insurance or college? How you gonna pay for all that?
I don't know. I guess I never really thought about that.
Although when you reach 18, you are legally an adult and can sign yourself out of foster care, most places in Virginia continue to offer foster care services to youth until they reach 21. There are many benefits to receiving services until you're 21. If you choose to continue to receive foster care services until you turn 21, you will also be eligible for Medicaid until at least age 19, which is important because of the high cost of paying for your own health insurance. You may also be eligible for an independent living stipend, and if your Department of Social Services provides them, additional benefits such as money for college, a job training program, or even necessary medical treatment not covered by Medicaid. Talk to your social worker about specific benefits you can receive if you stay in care until you reach 21. Even if you choose to sign out of care at age 18, you can sign yourself back up for services with your local Department of Social Services if you do it within the first 60 days.
18, man. That's 2 whole years from now. You're really thinking ahead.
Oh, man, I can't wait. You know, I'm sick and tired of adults telling me what to do all the time. I mean, I can't even spend a night at your house without my foster parent getting some special permission for someone at social service or having a long conversation with my social worker or something like that.
Well, at least you got a family now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's better than the whole group home thing. The only thing I hate is the hour drive to school every day.
Hey, you didn't have to change schools again.
Man, that's right. I mean, you know, before I got here, I went to 4 different schools. I mean, every time I switched group homes or changed foster families, I had to change schools. Class, I might fix that rule.
In 2005, Virginia law was changed so that a youth in foster care does not have to change schools when he or she moves into a different foster or group home, even if the new home is in a different school district. Your teacher, social worker, and other people involved in your education, including you, should decide together what's best for you, staying in the school you attend before the move or changing schools to the school close by to your new home.
Did I tell you my mom's already bugging me about college? Like, I don't even know if I want to go to college yet.
I mean, that's the only good thing about foster care. Here in Virginia, you go to community college for free.
What if you want to go somewhere else, like UVA or VCU? Who pays for that?
I'm not sure.
Whether you choose to go to trade school, four-year college, or university, you should be eligible for additional financial aid as a current or former foster youth. You should meet with the guidance counselor at your school in your junior year of high school to start looking into financial aid. To apply for financial aid, you need to fill out the Federal Financial Aid Form, which can be found online at fafsa.ed.gov.
So, if you leave foster care and go to community college, where are you going to live? Do they have dorms and stuff at community college?
I don't know, but I don't care. I mean, as soon as I turn 18, I'm getting my own place.
What kind of place?
Apartment or a small house or something.
Well, how much is that going to cost you?
Probably $500 a month or so. I mean, I've been saving up what I make at the coffee shop, so by the time I turn 18, I should have plenty.
There are certain things you should know before you sign a lease to rent a house or apartment. First, many landlords won't rent to someone who doesn't have a full-time income, a history of renting, or a high credit score unless someone co-signs the lease for that person. When someone co-signs a contract, that person is responsible for paying the money owed under the contract if the borrower does not pay. Second, even if you can find an apartment that rents for as little as $500 a month, there will be additional costs to pay, especially when you first sign the lease. A landlord can charge you the following before you move in: an application fee, the first month's rent, and a security deposit.
Dude, you gotta be careful about renting and everything. My cousin, he was renting a place with a couple friends, and the landlord just kicked him out one day, no warning.
What do you mean just kicked him out? I mean, forever?
Yeah, they just came back, got done with work, and there was a padlock on the door, and all their stuff was on the street.
Well, I mean, did they make the landlord mad or something?
Maybe. I know they partied. Maybe one of the neighbors called in and called the cops because they were making too much noise.
I mean, did he give him a warning or something, or did he just kick him out?
I don't know. The way my cousin explains it is they came home and there was just a padlock, no warning, nothing. So, but he likes to get dramatic, so I don't know.
Even if the landlord terminates your lease, he cannot force you to move out until a court orders you to move out. This means the landlord cannot make you move by changing your locks or cutting off your utilities. He has to take you to court. Before the landlord can take you to court, he has to send you a written notice explaining why he is terminating your lease, what rule in the lease he thinks you have broken, or demanding that any unpaid rent is due be paid within 5 days, called a 5-day pay or quit notice. If you don't correct the rules you have broken, pay your rent, or move out by the date the landlord says you must, you will get a notice to go to court called a summons for unlawful detainer. You should always go to court, even if you think you don't have a defense.
Yeah, my cousin, he's always getting into these crazy situations. He bought a 2004 Ford pickup. There's this car dealer right down the corner. He walked down there, bought it for barely anything.
Now, how'd he pay for it?
He just walked up there, paid a couple $100, signed some installment contract, and now he pays $350 a month.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and after about 6 weeks, guess what? It just breaks down. Stops working. He takes it in to see if they can fix it. They say they can't fix it because he bought it as is.
If you buy a car as is, the car comes with no warranties. This means that if something about the car doesn't work properly, the dealer you bought the car from is not responsible for fixing it.
So what did your cousin do when the dealer went and fixed the car?
He just stopped making the payments, and they came, they picked up the car, they sued him for the money that he owed, and then his father had to go in there, pay the dealer a bunch of money just to drop the suit.
When you buy a car through an installment contract, the car dealer is essentially giving you a loan to buy the car that is secured by the car. That means if you miss a payment, the dealer has the right to come and take your car away and sell it to someone else. It is important to know your rights and responsibilities when you're in Virginia's foster care system and to make plans for when you eventually leave the system. Know about your rights in court and how to interact with your guardian ad litem. Know about the benefits that are available to you in the foster care system and how you can access those benefits. Make wise decisions about your education by participating in the decision regarding which school you attend and by receiving benefits for college. Understand your rights and responsibilities regarding finding housing and entering leases when you become responsible for your own care. And finally, become knowledgeable about your rights as a consumer and avoid being taken advantage of by dishonest people. For more information, please visit our website.